It's not TV.
It's D-KOENA. Hi and welcome everyone. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you so much for your continuous subscribing, liking, commenting, and showing us love. Please, if you haven't subscribed, subscribe and get your friends to subscribe. Continue showing us love.
Yes, thank you guys so much for all the love that you've been showing us. We still haven't reached our target of 300, so please help us to get there. Also, we just like to thank everyone who has been following our Love Lives With series. This is just the final recap for Love Lives here. So we are going to be talking about the 6 B's that lead us from Jolo to marriage, and we'll be also looking at what our couples had to say in regards to these 6 B's.
So basically, we are looking into the 6 B's of happiness, and the first B is be intentional. There's no one who wants the person who's gonna waste their time.
Yeah.
Therefore, you need to be intentional. You must know what you want, tell them what you want, and let's just check what the guys had to say about that.
Time, dial. The first thing I said to her was, listen, I want to date you.
Okay.
And she was like,
Intention.
you want to date me? What do you mean? You want a date with me? You want to take me out for lunch? I said, this is...
Well,
No, there was no plan.
Was this a first time? When I'm thinking, you know how I imagine this? You know how I imagine this? Like before, hope is if I get a time like yeah. So it's
yeah, no, there was no plan.
You had done this going in.
In fact, I wasn't calling her to ask her out. I was calling her to get a face-to-face so that I ask her out.
Yeah.
I actually think that because Pumla here says that well, she wanted to know available to like, why are you calling me, you know?
Yeah.
So I think it is important to be intentional and say why you want to, or what it is that you want to get at the end of this whole friendship, courtship, whatever it is that you want to call it. Because also as a female or a lady, you don't want to be left in the dark, and now you're having to be like assume what's okay, this seems like it's taking shape in this direction, or it's going like this other direction. You just want someone to tell you that, listen, this is what I want, and if you want that too, let's go. If not, then also that gives you an opportunity to say whether or not this is what you want. Yeah.
Actually, I think also one other thing, as people, we're scared of disappointment. So we always limit our assumptions, right? So if you do not state your intentions, then the lady will also hold back. And, you know. So, but also I think Karabo mentioned something also along those lines. Let's just check it out.
But what I did was I told her straight, you know, I'm a straight talker. I'm like, look, I like you, and generally I want us to be together, but I'm not proposing to you now, right? I'm gonna talk to you for some time so that you can get to know me.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that on the day when I do come and propose, I want you to have an answer which is going to be based on what you know about me.
You're reeling her in nicely.
Hey.
So
You see,
Yeah.
so basically Karabo clearly stated what it is that he wanted. He did set out even timelines. Everything was clear from the beginning.
Yeah, and now she knew also like that this person is coming to me rather, for this particular reason, right? Or this is the end goal. So the second B is be patient.
Be patient, yeah.
Actually, getting to the point where you are deciding to get married requires a lot of things, right? A lot of patience rather. Because obviously it's like 2 people setting out what they want to do, or where they would like to see themselves, and that obviously takes a lot of sacrifice and a lot of patience.
Yeah, but mainly in this, what I picked out in the episodes, particularly the one with Sis Norma and Dala. I picked out some patience there in saying that when you want something, it might not come as in when you want it, but then you need to be patient enough to actually get what you want, you know. But let's just check it out, you know. This is a video I'm referring to.
Yes, no, I did discuss, but yeah, the response took a bit of a while.
3 months. That's good.
I get it now.
3 months.
3 months.
Yeah, it's
3 months of
okay to
waiting.
wait.
Sure.
But fortunately, I didn't stop. I kept doing what I was doing, and you know.
You pushed.
Yeah, no. And when it came, actually, when it came, actually, I thought I'd been done. Let's talk. You know, I went something.
Let's talk like
She's probably ending this friendship.
Ending this friendship, but of course, then she says, "Okay." Of course, you know, I was having.
Yeah, I think also here, right? Speaking of intent, like it also takes us back to the intention thing that he told her that this is what I want, and she took her own Christmas time and said, I'm going to wait, and because you don't have to tell the person immediately, right?
Yeah.
Because this is
life.
I mean, in as much as they were not at this point, they were not really speaking about marriage. It was just getting into into a relationship because they were hopeful that maybe it would lead them to marriage, right? So I guess being patient is part of moving from Jolo to the marriage.
Yes, but also mainly the patience part. Imagine if Mdala was like, she's taking too long.
Yeah.
3 months can be long and you can decide otherwise.
Yeah.
But look at where they are now, you know, because of the patience. And that leads us to the third B, and the third B is be persistent. There's no patience without persistence. While you are waiting, you don't just sit and not do anything. You need to do something and push, keep pushing. And maybe let's take a look at of one of the clips, you know.
So basically that's where I saw, how serious this guy is. No one can just get so deep into their resources like that. And their time, actually. I think that's the most, time. He stays in Joburg, goes to Harangua, and he has to go back. Do you understand?
Sure.
At the time he's working as well. So think of all the effort. So I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
McDonald's.
That's where it begins.
So, how long was it before you guys actually got married? Like, how long was the dating period? Because we know the talking stages now was a year, right? Jeez. And then how long was the dating, and then into the marriage? And then maybe just walk us through the whole log. So, I think like there is quite a bit to learn here, right? Karabo definitely knew what he wanted. Obviously, no one is going to be going from Joburg to Garangwa for a minimum of 3 days in a week. Guys, also you need to understand, Garangwa is super far. Like, I even said that in the clip that it's extremely, extremely far.
You're
right?
doing 160 Ks a day.
Imagine, three minimum of 3 days a week.
Yeah.
For how many? I don't even know for how long, but geez, it was quite some time. And then he moved from Joburg to like this guy.
So this actually proves the persistent part. You know, like there's no way that you are patient and you're just sitting. It will die out the seed that you're planting. Persistence to me is like you watering the seed that you have planted and just cultivating the soil, right? And
also it's not one-sided. Like it won't work if you're the only one that's being persistent. If I'm the only one that's being persistent, both of us need to do some sort of persisting, right? Also because maybe it was kind of strenuous, right? Obviously, for him, but worth the while, you know. So persistence doesn't mean that it's going to be nice. It just means that you know what the end goal is.
Yeah, but also another thing is that I'm adding a B, a side B. This is an extra B, guys. Buy her food. McDonald's, buy her home.
Yeah, I think everyone really has like a story about food, right? Like everyone in our three episodes has been feeding to get to the point where they were getting back. So there's power in the feeding.
Yes,
there's power
food.
in the food.
It's an extra B.
Yeah,
it's a side B.
Nomsa was busy taking the mama's food and feeding Karabo. Karabo was feeding her in the week. Like everyone was feeding.
Everyone was feeding each other in the sun.
Pumla fed also.
Yeah.
The first day, even though it was meatless.
No, definitely.
So we are on B number 5 and
4.
Oh, was it 4?
Yeah.
Sorry, we are on B number 4, which is be brave.
Yep.
And let's hear what they have to say about that.
That evening, now I say to my friends, guys, I'm going there. Take me there. But no, you had an opportunity this morning. I was sure my You had an opportunity this afternoon.
So what makes you think you're gonna do something now? Yeah.
So guys, look, I have to. And if you don't do this, then we're never doing this again. Not tonight. Found out where she was. There was a guy who we know who stays in Bloom, and he said, "Yeah, I know the place."
Cool. It's also here at this moment, Karabo had to be brave and just go in for it. As much as he did not go for it throughout the day, he knew that in order for this vehicle to get moving, he had to do something about it, you know. And he definitely did something about it. But also, the bravery doesn't only stop at when you're sheltering. The bravery also continues by taking the decision of getting married. It only takes bravery. Okay. And this brings us to number 5. And number 5 is be well informed. In what sense? Be informed of what you are going into. Go seek counseling. Go seek a professional. Go seek information from people who've walked the journey.
They took us through stuff. And
critical issues. Then he gave us, remember, our paper with 10 rules of marriage.
Yes.
And we were good.
Do you still have the paper?
We do actually.
You'll find that those 10 rules of marriage are actually
It's all you need.
profound. If you just follow those 10 rules.
That was his point. That's all you need.
Don't go for complicated stuff. Just follow these 10 rules.
Yeah.
And you.
We had a whole contract. We had a story and how like we had two workbooks.
Actually, we'll do story time on our premarital counseling.
I was listening.
So you guys had half a day. I think we had three or 4 months of counseling. So
I think also it is important to note that you can, in as much as you can try and get all the knowledge and all the information that you're going to acquire from either premarital counseling or hear from people's experiences, it might not necessarily be the same for you, right? Because marriage is what it is once you guys start living together. Yeah, but those teachings, those lessons, those stories do come in handy once you guys are actually married. Yeah.
Look, basically, the information is to get you guys to a position of starting on a good note, you know.
And bring you to realization, to realize that actually this is what it is.
Yeah.
So B number 6 and the last and final one is be prayerful, right? Guys, it's important that you do pray about marriage, right? It is a lifetime commitment to this particular individual. So praying about it is highly important. And let's hear what our couple has to say about that.
So yeah, no, it was a beautiful wedding. I loved it. I mean, of course, weddings all have hiccups. There's only that morning, I remember after the stresses, in fact, it wasn't even after. During the stress on the wedding day, I remember saying like one final prayer, saying, listen God, it's simple for me. If this is not the man I must marry, right now, I'm not going in.
Right
now, I am not going in. Between you and I, you tell me. So I was actually asking quite listen, I need you to give me peace. I know there's stress and there's so much happening that I'm now stressed about all these things. I'm like, right now.
Also, like Pumla was very brave. Like praying on the day to say, if this is not for me, Jesus just show me.
I wonder if the will of God was otherwise, what was going to happen?
No, she probably would have walked away because then you understand the importance of marriage. Like you understand the commitment to this. Like this is lifetime. This is like, it's not a okay, fine, bye bye, because you make me angry, peace out, I'm blocking you. There's no blocking, baba. You with this
taking a break.
Exactly. There's no taking a break. You know. So I think it is really, really important to pray about marriages. Also, because I think in most of our videos we have spoken like extensively about the fact that marriage is under attack, right? So the only way to defeat that is through prayer.
Definitely, guys. Being prayerful is very important. It's that glue that keeps us stuck to God, and also the more we pray, the closer and closer we come.
Thank you guys so much for spending this time with us on our final episode for the series of Love Lives With. If you guys haven't watched the other 3 episodes, please go and watch them and see how all those 3 couples fell in love and eventually had the bravery to go to the altar and say, I do.
And yes, we are going back to our normal slots of every Monday, where we'll be continuing with our discussions, and definitely we'll be doing some story time sometime soon, and some more. So thank you so much, folks, and until next time, God bless.
Peace out.
Peace out.